Hello my tubers, it's me. Welcome back to my channel. Great to see you again. Just kidding, I don't know what you look like, but I hope it's great to see me again. Today I'm going to be talking about the best crystals for beginners. I do want to say a warning at the beginning of this video. They are highly addictive, so keep that in mind before buying your first crystal, because I bought my first crystal at the beginning of the year and now I have, I think, like 30 crystals. So yeah, I'm having fun with it. Maybe you will too, but I just want to warn you, it's a lot of fun. I'm planning on making a video on the basics of crystals, like the metaphysical, what you need to know, so I will link it here when that is complete. People who work with crystals and believe in the metaphysical properties kind of assign very specific properties to each crystal. Like, for example, this amethyst back here would be for like, and this amethyst, it would be for like relaxing and ease and calm. And that's kind of one of the things that amethyst is known for. But you don't need an amethyst to have a crystal that calms you down, if you know what I'm saying. You don't need any crystals to heal yourself. It all has to do with you. It all comes from within. So always remember that. You can set any intention with any crystal. You don't need every crystal that exists to find the magic in them. You honestly only need one or two or zero. So you can make magic. You are the magic. Just always remember that. It's always you, your mindset, your intentions. It's always within. Crystals are just a really fun thing without. So, about to jump into the crystals finally. Subscribe and like, that would really help me out. I want to reach people who want to be reached, so yeah. First crystal recommendation, it would be clear quartz. I would definitely recommend this because it's, one, very abundant in this world. There's lots of quartz, so it's very affordable. It's just chill. It's just a nice, chill, easy, like this. When you think of a crystal, you probably think of clear quartz. Maybe you don't, but I do. As a child, I used to call vanilla the friendly flavor, and I would have to say that quartz is like the friendly crystal. So it's like the vanilla of crystals. That's what I would say. That's what I would call it. So I would definitely recommend, if you're just getting started, get some clear quartz. The main metaphysical property of quartz is that it amplifies energy. So it amplifies your intentions with whatever intentions you set with other crystals, whatever positive vibes you're trying to go for, it amplifies them. So quartz is an amplifying stone, and it's clear, it's chill, it's friendly, it's vanilla. You can kind of use it for whatever you want. You can set whatever intentions you want with it. So definitely a great beginner's crystal. I'm sure everyone who has ever made a beginner crystal video has recommended quartz. My next recommendation for a beginner crystal collector is selenite. So this is another beautiful clear crystal, also very affordable. You can get a big chunk of selenite for like 10 bucks, or you can get smaller chunks like this. I got with like a bunch of other crystals, and it probably cost me like 10 cents or something, included in the like other crystals. Selenite, metaphysically, selenite cleanses energy, so it's an energy cleanser. It's a very high vibrational stone, and if you don't believe in any of this, then it looks really cool and shiny, and like there's little lines in it. I don't know, it's cool. I like selenite. It's cheap, it's affordable, and it's beautiful. When you're working with setting intentions with crystals and you want to clear out the old intention and bring in a new one, you can just use this, like put your crystals on top of the selenite and it'll cleanse them. If you're interested in working with setting intentions and working with the energy of crystals, selenite is a great one. This is one of my personal favorites, Labradorite. So Labradorite is super beautiful. Like, oh my gosh, that is amazing. I don't know what else to say. But Labradorite is a pretty shiny rainbow rock, which I don't know anyone who wouldn't want that, because like, look at that, it's amazing. It also has to do with spiritual expansion and spiritual connection and spiritual growth. This is one of the first crystals that I got, and I got it because I was like, ooh, pretty shiny rock. But since then, I have very, very, very spiritually grown and developed. So maybe the Labradorite helped me, or maybe it was me enjoying my pretty shiny rock and just going through life anyways. But I would highly recommend this if you're interested in spiritual growth and expansion and crystals. This is the perfect combo. And if you like rainbows, which I don't know who doesn't like rainbows. All right, my next recommendation would be rose quartz and amethyst. So these are both variations of quartz, and I'm recommending both because maybe you're more drawn to one or the other, but they're also pretty abundant and pretty affordable. And you can just kind of, if you're a beginner crystal collector, hoarder, addict, you can kind of start to see different variations of quartz. Let me tell you, a lot of crystals out there are just different variations of quartz, but these are pretty common ones that you can start to learn to notice the differences if you're drawn to them. Use them for different things if you want, or just be like, ooh, this one's a pink pretty rock, this one's a purple pretty rock, you know, whatever you want to do. I would definitely recommend some variation of quartz because there's a lot of them out there, but this is an affordable variation of quartz. And then my last recommendation for beginners is picking out a stone that you are drawn to. So my first time crystal shopping, I was drawn to this. It's an Agate Moon, and I don't know why I was drawn to it, but I was, probably the sparkles. But I was drawn to this Agate Moon, and since then agate has become one of my favorite stones. I have a lot of different kinds of agate. If you're crystal shopping and a crystal catches your eye, and you can't stop thinking about it and you keep going back to it, then you are probably meant to have that crystal. So I would recommend, if there's one that is calling out to you, one that you're drawn to, one that you're like, oh, that one is a pretty shiny rock, go for it. Because what's this all about if it's not about getting pretty shiny rocks that you like the look of? That's a question for you. When you are starting a crystal collection, or when you are getting crystals at any point in your life, size does not matter. You don't need a crystal this big to get the use of it. You don't need a crystal this big to enjoy it. You don't need a giant crystal to feel the energy of it. You don't need a huge crystal. Huge crystals are fun and great, but when you're first starting, small crystals are great too. Small crystals are great throughout the whole thing. Some of my favorite crystals are my pocket rocks, I call them, and I put them in my pocket. I just pick out different ones and put them in my pocket every day because I like to just have rocks in my pocket. But it's great to start working with small ones because they're really easy. You can store them really easily. You can work with them the exact same They're great for meditating with. If you want to meditate with them, that's one of my favorite things to do with crystals, is meditate with them. If you are not into metaphysical, spiritual stuff at all, that might sound weird, like you're just sitting there holding a rock, but that's what I do, and I love it, and it feels good, so I'm gonna keep doing it. I know if you're not into the metaphysical stuff or believe in spirituality at all, it can sound literally insane that I'm like, oh, this cleanses crystal's energy, but you know, just have an open mind and just try and feel the vibes, you know, like feel the vibes of the crystals. And if you don't want to feel the crystals vibes and just enjoy pretty shiny rocks, then you can do that too. So yeah, whatever you want crystals for, whatever you want to get into crystals for, these are my recommendations for you. I hope you have an amazing life. I hope you have an amazing week and day and year and month and present moment. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Thank you. Excuse me. Oh.